everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the 10-7 MMA. I'm DS. He's Dino Bam Bam. And we just wanted to break down the news of a couple big fights that dropped in the last few days.
Yeah.
Obviously, as you probably have heard by now, Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint-Denis was announced. That's coming at, UFC 299?
Correct.
And we've got Charles Oliveira versus Arman Tsarukyan announced for UFC 300.
Banger.
Absolute banger. I did not see that coming, I'll be honest with you. But I'm glad it's made, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Charles fight Islam just yet. I think this is a good kind of matchup for both of them. But let's discuss the Poirier-Benoit Saint-Denis fight first.
Yeah.
First of all, let me just say, I literally text you, a week ago, 6-7 days ago, and what did I say? I said, man, Dustin Poirier pisses me off, dude.
Yeah, he never fights.
He never fights. Yeah. It's been so long. He's fun to watch. Obviously, he got head kicked by Gaethje. I get that. Mm-hmm. But he never fights down.
Yeah.
Right? That's just something he's not known to do. So for him to be taking on Benoit Saint-Denis, who, if you've seen any of his fights, is an absolute rabid Wolverine. The dude is an animal.
Wolverine?
Yes.
Nice.
What?
Is it a Wolverine?
A vulva? Like a vulva?
That's what it sounded like you said.
Wolverine.
There we go. There we go.
Damn, the foreign in me. Brother, he is Wolverine. Not Wolverine. Wolverine.
Shout out Volvo.
Damn, is that a good way to call somebody a pussy then?
Maybe.
Bro, you're a real Wolverine.
I like it.
I like it too. Mm. But he's certainly not that. Let's be honest. Benoit Saint-Denis, one of my favorite fighters, I'll be honest with you. This is going to be a crazy fight, man. We don't have to give our full breakdowns. That's not what this is about. But what do you think? I mean, that's just nuts.
Look, I mean, yeah. Name value-wise, it's absolutely insane, right? We wanted to see Benoit Saint-Denis go up and fight somebody in the top 5.
Is it too much too soon? This is a big step up.
This is a huge step up. Here's the thing. He was calling out Justin Gaethje.
That's pretty crazy, too. So he's ready for it,
So
sure.
That's what he wanted, right? This is essentially what he wanted. For Dustin Poirier, on his side, it's about time. You got to do it, bro. And look.
I'm just shocked that he did. Because I wonder if they're paying him they must be paying him a shit. I mean, Dustin Poirier, you're going to pay him, but
I don't know. But
this is crazy.
But here's the thing. Charles Oliveira did it. Justin Gaethje did it, fighting Rafael Fiziev. Beneil Dariush, when he was in the top 3, did it, fighting back against Gamrot and Tsarukyan.
Yep.
And it's like, it's your turn to do that, right? So he's doing the right thing here. He's helping the company out. He's being a company man. I'm really damn interested to see, and that is the question, is it too much too soon for Benoit Saint-Denis? Because for what it's worth, Poirier's taken some losses over the last few years, but it's been to Justin Gaethje, and it's been to Charles Oliveira, and it's been to Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Is he still fully in it? Is his head in it? Is his heart in it? Is it just a paycheck now? We'll find out.
We're going to find out,
This is a fight that'll answer a lot of questions. The boxing of Poirier versus the overall game of Benoit Saint-Denis. It's going to be a really, really exciting fight at UFC 299.
Hell yeah.
Let's move on.
By the way, that card absolutely stacked.
Arguably, I mean,
stacked.
We don't know all the fights for 300, but that's the most stacked card of the year right now as it sits. So if you haven't seen that, check that out in its entirety. Let's move on to Charles Oliveira versus Arman Tsarukyan. That fight was announced for UFC 300. Another huge fight in the weight class. What do you think about this one, man?
I like it, man. I'm a huge Charles Oliveira fan, as you know.
Of course.
If you guys follow us at all, you know
Bro waited like 7 hours in line to go.
Ton of hours to meet him.
Yep.
I got the T-shirts and shit. Like, I love Charles Oliveira.
Yep.
One of my favorite fighters of all time. Yeah, I like it. Look, man, after he beat Beneil Dariush, it's kind of hard to deny him the opportunity to fight for the title again, especially because the last time they had stripped him of the title when he went to fight Islam, so he wasn't really the champion.
I hated that.
Yeah, it was a whole messy.
I really hated that.
A messy-ass ordeal, but before that, wins against Gaethje, wins against Dustin Poirier.
It's a who's who.
Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson,
It's a who's who of the weight class of current and previous champions and almost champions.
Yeah,
right?
And I do think, Dino, that Charles Oliveira, I've said this on this program multiple times, I think Charles Oliveira is, take Conor McGregor out of the equation, I think he's the biggest star in the UFC. I truly do believe
the numbers.
that.
The numbers back that up too. Look at the followers, the views. I mean, the numbers are there to back that up.
And then one more thing for Charles Oliveira here, to agreeing with your point. It's good. You get a second win here in a row after having lost to Islam. Now your title shot looks that much more justified. You've had that much more time to make adjustments.
Someone with a pretty similar skill set, right?
Yeah.
He's going to bring the wrestling.
Yeah.
He's going to bring decent striking, good power.
Yep.
I'm not saying they're the same, obviously, but it's not that far off, right? A camp for Arman Tsarukyan, if he ends up pulling out this win, I do think for what it's worth that Charles Oliveira certainly has a shot here. No question. I think this is going to be a very close fight. We're not going to give our predictions now, but how do you see it? I mean, I think this is going to be I think Vegas odds should be pretty tight on this one.
I would assume pretty tight. I would probably, I feel like Vegas would put Charles as a pretty small favorite.
Yeah.
Like,
like a 125?
A little bigger, like a 150.
Okay.
Something around there is what I'm thinking. But who knows? Look, man, Arman Tsarukyan is also the real
They both
deal.
beat the shit out of poor Benil, though.
Yeah, and so it's that, right? How do you don't really know. Like, you can't weigh those two. It's like Charles did it, then this guy did it.
Yep.
They both got him out of there in the first round. They're both legit, man. Both of them want a chance to fight Islam Makhachev again.
Yep.
Islam's not fighting until the summer. Dana said that the winner of this fight is going to fight Islam Makhachev. I'm excited, man. And this is going to tell us a lot about...
I'm excited, too.
Moving forward, what they're going to look like against Islam Makhachev.
Absolutely. And I was just going to touch on their past fights, not to cut you off. Mm-hmm. Charles Oliveira and Arman Tsarukyan had very different performances against Islam. Let's be honest. So that is also very, very interesting to think about, too.
Yep.
Another kind of subcontext of this fight. So,
but two different versions of Islam Makhachev,
very different.
Right?
Very different.
So
very different. The striking is eons ahead of where it was just that alone.
Yeah.
Right? Let's not talk the physique and, who knows what he's on. Let's not get into all that. Let's touch on just briefly, just one last fight that was announced. It's actually a fight that was rebooked. It was previously canceled. Dominick Reyes is going to be taking on Carlos Ulberg in March. Mm-hmm. The UFC hates poor Dominick Reyes. They just give him killers constantly. I think he has a shot in this. I think he's probably done. He has looked very done. He just keeps getting rocked. But, Carlos Ulberg, really, really good. Super dangerous striker. Yeah, I mean, and I know that Dominick Reyes has lost to the top of the division. Don't get me wrong. And, again, he beat John Jones. But we don't talk about that. But... yeah, I think this is, he beat John Jones, and then John Jones somehow took his soul even though he lost. He won, but he lost.
Yeah.
So.
I remember watching that fight with you, UFC 247. We were watching it at your house, actually.
I remember.
And as the fight finished, you're like, how'd you score that? What do you think? And I was like, I said 48, or I said 48-47 Jones. And you're out of your mind.
Yeah, you are.
He lost. He won the fight on the judges' scorecards. Look, man, that's a razor close fight. But regardless, he did get the L in that
I don't even think it's that close. That's the thing. Like, I really don't.
That's fine. After that, he lost to Jan Blachowicz. That was a title fight. That was the one where he got his rib, absolutely chewed up.
Oh, my God, dude.
Purple.
He always gets so brutally, wrecked, dude.
Yeah, and then Yuri sparked him with the elbow. And then, of course, last time out, Ryan Spann just touched him with a jab and put him out. I was happy when this Ulberg fight got canceled.
Yeah.
Just because... I like Dominick Reyes, and I want him to get a win. And it's like, it's not even necessarily that I think that highly of Carlos Ulberg. It's just the fact that he's a power guy.
Exactly.
That's the only thing that scares me about this.
Skill set wise, Dominick Reyes is the more well-rounded fighter.
Yeah, skill set. It's not close. It's not close, but yeah. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. I think they went from a pay-per-view spot to a fight night spot.
Yep.
Maybe that'll help Dominick Reyes to not be in such a huge spotlight-ass situation. You
think he's on his Kirk Cousins?
I don't know, man. We're going to find out really damn soon what he's about.
We'll find out a lot of things. Two massive fights, and then another really fun fight that we just covered.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Just wanted to touch on that. Just give a quick breakdown, give a quick thought on that. Anything else you want to add, my friend?
No, man. I'm excited to be back. 2024 is about to be lit.
Yes, sir.
UFC 300. Dana said he's announcing more fights on Tuesday, so we'll probably do another one of these real damn soon.
Definitely.
You guys, if you want to see that, click the little thumbs up button, subscribe to us, ring the bell. Dino, that's the sound the bell makes, guys. You do that, you're going to hear our breakdowns. We also have full fight breakdowns. Those are an hour long if you're interested in listening to us talk and just
yap,
shoot the shit and break down some fights. Yeah. We also do the MMA Casuals Guide. We also do DS's safety parlay.
That's right. That'll be dropping Thursday, I believe. I'm going to shoot for Thursday.
That's what we're shooting for.
Yeah.
This guy's going to make you guys a ton of money, or he's not.
Just let's see how it goes.
I'm just saying.
Maybe don't tail the first few with
just subscribe and try it. You know, make your units smaller and just try it.
That's right.
That's all I'm saying, guys. So, anyways, you can also follow us on Instagram, the107MMA. Guys, this is a huge year for us. We're planning to hit 1,000 subs at some point, Dino.
You said 2,000. I said 1,000. You said 2,000.
Well, 1,000 needs to come before 2,000. So at some point, we'd like to do that. you guys could help us out. We'd love that. Anyways, guys, he's DS. I'm Dino Bam Bam. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.